hip and innovative, but financially, our generation is pretty screwed. We came of age in the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression, and you better believe we felt it. All our lives, they told us, you go to college, you get a degree, you'll get a good job. But they were wrong. We make up most of the minimum wage workforce. 1 in 6 of us still lives with our parents, and our student debt has reached crushing levels. And for a lot of this bad news, we can blame our parents' generation. The baby boomers, who came of age in a time of prosperity, are passing on to their children a broken country with an enormous federal deficit and little hope of job prospects. Our healthcare system is barely functional, infrastructure arguably pathetic, and income inequality is the highest it's been since 1928. Yikes. And yet, somehow, we're still stubbornly optimistic about our financial future. More than 80% of us say we currently have enough money to lead the lives that we want, or at least expect to in the future. How the hell can we be so positive when things have looked so bleak? Well, for one thing, folks our age sure know how to adapt. When it comes to making money, we know how to get creative. 38% of us work as freelancers in the gig economy, piecing together multiple jobs at the same time. These jobs, like driving a Lyft or running errands with TaskRabbit, in turn contribute to the share economy, which uses technology to make our lives more efficient. Now, of course, these share economy shortcuts mostly benefit those who can afford to pay you to build that IKEA desk. Many of us value the nature of our work and its impact over our paychecks. A recent study found that 72% of millennial workers said that they were ready to sacrifice a higher salary if it meant more fulfilling work. We're good at budgeting. We gotta be when half of us are using more than half of our monthly income to pay off various kinds of debt, which is part of the reason why we're careful spenders. We rent instead of buy. We choose to leave suburbia for cities where public transport and ride-sharing is more available, more affordable, and more environmentally friendly than owning a car. All smart decisions when you can't afford a mortgage because you're paying off all that student debt. But spending less will cost the economy, and better spenders doesn't mean better savers. 37% of us have less than $5,000 saved, and 22% of us don't have any savings at all. Retirement savings? What's that? We're revitalizing cities that were ruined on our parents' watch. Many U.S. cities like Detroit, Cleveland, and Baltimore have been hollowed out by the collapse of U.S. manufacturing, followed by the 2008 financial crisis. But a wave of 20 and 30-somethings are reshaping the urban landscape in these cities. To some, this is straight-up gentrification, but to others, it's urban renewal. Many cities know that in order to become the economic powerhouses of the future, they need to woo highly educated and mobile young people. Some cities have led advertising campaigns offering internships, housing subsidies, even student loan reimbursements to encourage us to move in and revitalize their economies. So yeah, we've been dealt a pretty crappy hand of cards, but you gotta admit, we know how to hustle. So how optimistic are you about the economy these days? And what kind of economy will we pass down to our kids? Young and broke? You're not alone. They told us you work hard, you get an education, and you'll get a good job. But they were wrong.